Maxi.
Welcome to another video. There has been a massive update to Yu-Gi-Oh! MasterDuel, and everyone's getting a free Obelisk the Tormentor Prismatic with the sick alternative art. Now, I am going to say, these cards are terrible, but I'm pretty hyped, and of course, I'm going to try and build a deck with the OG gods. If you've watched my channel before, you know there's ways to make some of the gods somewhat good. So let's try it out, but first, we got to get pack pulling in the shop. All right, now I'm going to tell you what are the best deals to get here. We got some extremely terrible deals, and we got some somewhat very good deals. All right, triple tactics talent. If you do not have your playset, 750 gems, you get 10 packs. You get a tactics talent guaranteed, which is better than some random URs. Now you're not guaranteed a UR in the pack pulls. So normally when you do a 10 pull, you get guaranteed UR, but we're only paying 750 gems, so obviously it is quite worth it. Let's get buying. And we're going to do our pulls nice and slow. If we pull any URs, it's all gravy, all right? All gravy, because we get the triple tactics for free. And there's one other deal that is completely terrible and you should not get, but of course we're going to get it anyway. That's why we're here, all right? We're here to get the terrible deals. I'm here to spend all of my gems so that you get the joy of me spending the gems. And then after, we're going to build a sick Egyptian gods deck. All right. Nonsense cards. Just complete nonsense. We got some Tenyi spirits. Although that's not really a Tenyi card. You play it in... Oh, it is a Tenyi, isn't it? Baxia? No, Yang. It's a Yang Zing. It's a Yang Zing. We got some Sword Souls. Now, these are just the master packs, so we could pull anything. It's complete nonsense. And I don't know, cards that are not in the secret packs, like if they do a new set, could I pull a card from the new pack in here? I don't know. You tell me. It's a mystery. Now they did pull some shenanigans. They did alternate art of Ra, alternate art of Sllifer, and alternate art of Obelisk. Obelisk you just get for free. Sllifer you get by buying a very bad bundle. But Ra you have to pull from a pack randomly. So I don't think it's worth it to try and pull for the Ra. I know some people like to spend all their gems and then they, post on Reddit that they spent, $300 of gems and they didn't pull a single Ra. And then another guy will be like, oh, I used my free pull and I got it. So maybe we'll get the free pull. That's the thing. We do get a free pull. We tried the free pull. We'll see. We'll see if we get it. So this is a 10 pull, but we did not get a UR, or at least not yet. We got 2 more packs. We'll see if we get a pity UR, but Konami, not guaranteed, and, we get the talents, but if we don't get any other URs, we kind of got scammed a little bit. It's a little bit of a Konami scam. They do love to scam, All right, here's our last pack. Please, Konami, just a single UR. There, that's all I asked for. There we go, very nice. What is it? It is a Uni-Zombie. A nice little Uni-Zombie in regular foil. Very nice. This is a playable card in Zombies, so not going to complain. Alright, we got 1 UR. We also, of course, get the triple tactics, finishing my playset of the talents. Now, did we get any free pulls from this? We may have. We'll check that later. Of course, we also have to get the burger, but sorry, we can get this later. For now, we need to get this. Now, this is a terrible deal, alright? 2,500 gems, and it gets you 30 master packs, I think. No, 25 packs. Yeah, 25 packs. You get 3 SRs, which are garbage. You get a Sllifer, prismatic Sllifer alt art, but you're not guaranteed any URs. So normally you buy 25 packs, you'd get guaranteed at least 2 URs, but with this deal, we're not necessarily guaranteed. So a little bit of a scam. I am going to have to spend some cash money to get this, so let's get spending and then we'll get buying. All right. We have made cash money payment. Let's see if we are rewarded with some URs or if Konami fully scams me. All right. Now you place your bets. Place your bets. Oh, all right. That looks like we got some URs. Maybe we're not getting scammed today. Maybe Konami likes when you do paid gems. I hear the conspiracy theories that when you use paid gems, you get better pulls. And you know what? Maybe I'm starting to believe. Maybe as someone in Konami is messing about with Sprite Blue, very playable. I already have a playset of this, but it means I can grind it up. No problemo. Pack number 2. Now, sprites, aren't really doing anything right now. In TCG and OCG, a bunch of sprites got hit, and in Master Duel, the sprites, they did get hit pretty hard, and they're not doing anything anymore. And Sprite Elf, which is banned in TCG, OCG, no one's even talking about it. So very nice for all the decks to play Sprite Elf, all those level 2 decks, because nobody's looking at Sprite Elf. Maybe Konami will forget it exists. Just like Verte. Verte's still around. I think Verte's banned in TCG and OCG, but we still got Verte. Very spicy. Maybe it'll come off the list in paper. Pack number 5. I definitely saw some UR glow, alright? I wasn't imagining that. So if we don't see any URs, I'm going to be very upset. Let's go on to pack number 6. Pack number 6 of 25. There's a lot of packs. Alright, here we go. Here we go. We get some sweet random URs. This could be anything. It could be the card we want. Ah, yes. Curse Necrofear. Weirdly, I don't know what's going on in this art, but I don't think this is a good card. We're going to grind that up. That is a third of a card that we want in the future. Now, we are missing Icejade Agerine. Ron, which is, I think, the level 7. It summons itself, makes a tuner. It's like a free level 10 synchro. You just have to discard a water monster, which is very obviously doable in a lot of the decks I play. Card has not been released yet. Maybe one day. Nice little Sulfur Elegance, which is 1/3 of a UR that I want. Pack number 9. 3 URs already, not bad. Alright, already we have not been scammed. But we'll see if our luck keeps up. Pack number 9. We are pulling a nice little Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. For all the Blue Eyes chads out there. Maybe we'll play Blue Eyes at some point. I did make a Blue Eyes video a long time ago and nobody liked it. Nobody watched it. They only want to see water decks. Maybe I can make some sort of water Blue Eyes deck and then people would like Blue Eyes. I was a big fan of Blue Eyes in Duel Links, where it was actually a good deck though. Alright. 10 packs, part 2. We are on pack number 11 of 25. I might have to get skipping soon. We got places to be. You let me know in the comments if you like to watch the pack opening slow or if you want me to skip, because I have no idea. Maybe I'll do a survey. One day we'll do a survey. Oh, Imperm. Nice. Alright, well, I mean, I already have 3 Imperms, but this is a free dismantle, I guess. Yeah, that's a very nice pull, though. Imperm is playable. I can dismantle the free one I got from the pack, the bundle. Pack number 13. Now, they also released a new secret pack. I think they released a new secret pack with, or no, there's one coming, and it's the Dinomorphs. Yeah, it's not out yet. I don't know. Wait, I don't know that. All right, that was a leak. I don't know anything about leaks, so I take that back. I know nothing. I'm ignorant, but I do like Dinomorphs. So maybe if there's a Dinomorph pack, people want to play Dinomorphs. I can break out my Dinomorphs. I can play some sweet dinosaur decks. We got some Diagusto Emerald. Nice. Okay, I actually did want this card because you can detach material, target 3 monsters in the graveyard, shuffle, or target an effect monster, special summon it. Non-effect monster. This card was playable. I remember this being playable a long time ago. I definitely think there's decks that want that card. Seems like a good card. A quality card. Maybe when people were playing tier limits it was better, because you could banish all their nonsense from the graveyard. But now, who knows what it does? I haven't seen it in a long time. It's probably bad now. You know, a lot of cards, you know, they start out good, and then you wait a couple years, they become bad. It's just the way of Yu-Gi-Oh. Ooh, Solemn. It's not the good Solemn though. It's the cheap Solemn. I do want to get a playset of Solemns at one point, because you know, if you're playing Dinomorphs are expensive because you got to get like 30 URs of the Dinomorphs, and then you got to get a bunch of UR Omni-Negate traps. The Solemns. Playset of Solemns is very expensive. You got to pull them from the secret packs. Pack number 19. We are just trying to pull as many URs as possible so we can get our free Egyptian God Ra. Or sorry, Sllifer the Sky Dragon. Plus you get a field. It's like a lot of nonsense. It's like the deal they had for the Dark Magician. I was a big fan of the Dark Magician deal. It was a great deal. I don't even use the Dark Magician field. It was such a good deal, I just couldn't pass it up. We get some nonsense. Chaos Summoning Beast. Some Brotherhood of the Fire Fist. I always liked the Brotherhood of the Fire Fist cards. I thought they were really cool. I don't know if I liked playing the deck though. Ooh, another UR. Another UR. We're going to assess how well we did at the end. Utopia is here to upgrade our pack to an SR, or maybe Nothing, who knows? The gold doesn't seem to mean anything. Gold means nothing. UR definitely means UR. We got a Draco face-off. Draco Slayer card. Very cool. On to pack number 22. So far, I would give the scam rating today. Today's scam rating is, you know, like a 6 out of 10. Whereas like 10 out of 10 is not really getting scammed. And like 1 out of 10 is fully scammed. So today's scam rating was low. So, but maybe I use the paid gems though. So you got to factor that in. You let me know if you get better pulls when you get the paid gems. Because that is, you know, we all want to know. We all want to know what the secret levers behind the scenes are. Because nobody seems to know. Konami short prints in real life. They definitely short print in Duel Links. Or MasterDuel, sorry. I forget we're not playing Duel Links sometimes. Alright. Last pack. Get some last pack UR. We already get, look at this, nice. Guaranteed UR. Alright. From just the glow. We know there's one UR in here for sure. We got the, oh, what is this nonsense? Oh, 2 URs. Topologic Trizbena, and we got a Red Blossoms from Underroot. Target a spell in each graveyard, banish them. If you do, special summon this card, tribute this card, target a Fusion Sync or Xe Link in the graveyard, banish it. Special summon a monster from your graveyard with a different monster type. Alright, this card seems like it could be bad. It seems bad. I've never seen this card used. It's got a very weird requirement to summon. Seems bad, but it's got a waifu on it, so maybe people like it. Alright, and Topologic Trizbena. This one seems like it could be used in some sort of combo. Very cool. Alright, and now, let's look. Alright, we spent, this was 2.5 packs worth of gems. We obviously get the very nice prismatic Sllifer the Sky Dragon, so that counts as one UR. We also got a bunch of field things. We got some nice little glowy balls. We got the floor. We got the nice golden sand field. That is sick. All right, we got to use that. That's so sick. So we got 1 UR, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 URs. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. That was some good pulls. I did use the paid gems though, so remember that. Or I almost forgot. I got the free pull. We got to do the free pull first. Free pull. Let's get skipping. We don't have time. Oh, nice. All right, my free pull. I got a UR. It's not a UR, you know, it's a Keldo, which is limited to 1, I think. But that is a dismantleable UR, so very sweet. All right, on to the games. I built a very hype deck. I'm sure every game is going to be hype, and look at this hand. This hand is hilarious gas. All right, we got the new Sllifer the Sky Dragon. We got OG, Wing Dragon and Ra. We got Icejade, Cosmic Lore, Soul Crossing, which is just, I love this card. So fun. It is Sphere Mode on steroids. We are just going to set 2. All right, now we got to hope our opponent summons 3 monsters. If they ever summon 3 monsters, we can summon one of our Egyptian gods by tributing their monsters with the Soul Crossing. Very hype. While you're waiting for opponent to summon 3 monsters, you should think about subscribing to the channel because, you know, we got some quality content in the future. And, you know, I appreciate it when you sub. And that alone is worth it. All right. Opponent playing Dragon Link. Oh, they're going to summon 3 monsters. You know, when they start Dragon Link and the 3 monsters are going to hit the field at one point. Now make sure you stick around because we're going to have Sink or Swim after this. We got some fan videos sent in. Got to make sure to check out the fan videos. They send in some quality games and they send in some not quality games and you get to judge them, all right? So it's fun either way. Opponent, still wombo comboing. We'll see. We'll see. Now after the games, I will show you the deck list that I used for this event. And this is Icejade Egyptian Gods. Icejade Egyptian Gods is a deck I've, you know, worked on before. But with more gods in it now that I have some prismatic gods to try out, I think it's going to be even more exciting. Now because we have more gods, obviously we're running the Soul Crossing. Opponent, are you about to summon 3 monsters? Opponent has 3 monsters. Now we could wait, see if opponent summons more monsters that are better. But why wait? Sllifer the Sky Dragon has an amazing effect. Once he's on the field, if they summon monsters in attack mode, their attack gets reduced. And if they have less than 2,000 attack, they just get destroyed. So all the Link monsters they want to summon are going to get popped by Sllifer. And look at that beautiful animation. Finally, Konami. Something worthy of the Egyptian gods. Opponent activating Dragon Ravine. Discarding and sending an Absol Router to the graveyard. To add the Rocket Tracer. But they are done. They are passing. Sllifer the Sky Dragon is too strong. Alright. Now, we could leave our Cosmic Lore in hand. Deal 3,000 damage. But because opponent has a field spell on the field, we can summon the Cosmic Lore. It is 500 additional damage. We got Max C to hopefully draw some cards on the opponent's next turn, so we are going to go for it. Let's get in. Let's get in. And we do really want to see the new lethal animations. That's my goal today, to get lethal animations for all the gods because they got new attack animations. We're going to rip that Maxi in the standby phase. Now, against a lot of decks that have effects that summon, Maxi would be better in response to something. But Dragon Link, a lot of their effects are inherent summons, like the Dragon Wyver Burster and the Link summoning. So I feel to just rip the Maxi. You know, they either do exactly this, nothing, or we draw a bunch of cards. Now we are just shy of lethal here. Can't get any more damage, so we're going to hit opponent. They got one more turn to live. We just got to see if they can make it, if they can pull it off. Opponent. They are summoning Chaos Dragon Levineer, and I know this card from Duel Links. It's going to pop our field. Gods be gone. Sllifer the Sky Dragon is out of here. But can opponent get lethal on us? Because we got 8,000 life points. Dragon Link can do a lot of things. But can they get lethal? And you got to remember, all right, when we use our Soul Crossing, we probably use a lot of key cards from their extra deck that they can't get back. I don't know, Dragoonity Knight, they probably only play one of. The Pitsy, you know, they probably only play one. Striker Dragon, it should be limited to one, but they have 3 of them because this is MasterDuel. Opponent shuffling our monster back in the deck, and you're probably thinking, you know what this is done for? You're done for. But we always believe in the heart of the cards. Opponent summoning another Levineer. Summoning access code, but he only has 1 attack. He is very chonky though. We're gonna check, all right. 5,300 attack, not lethal yet. 7,200. Opponent summoning more monsters from the deck, making a dark. Getting in, but opponent, this is not lethal damage. You are giving us a turn. This has got to be the card that saves us, all right. This has got to save us. We believe in the heart of the cards here. Let's draw. Let's draw. Let's draw. It's True Sun God. Does this save us? Well, it searches a winged dragon or a card that mentions it. You know what? We're going to activate it. Activate. What can we add to hand? Guardian Slime. And this is it. This is the line. We actually got it. Opponent's Dark in attack mode has left them vulnerable. They only have 1,000 life points left. We can get lethal with the Winged Dragon of Ra. Activate. Summon the Guardian Slime. Use our extra deck Egyptian God Slime. Get summoned. Now we get to add a card to our hand. We're going to get added. And opponent doesn't want to wait to see it. We could have added. We could have tribute summoned the Winged Guardian of Ra. He would have gained attack equal to the attack of opponent's monsters. And that would have been lethal damage. But opponent not willing to wait to find out. They are done for. They're giving up. Now what opponent actually does not know. Now this is, you know, this is why you always wait. All right, you got to wait. This card on the field was stopping us from attacking. Where is it? Where is it? Opponent didn't know that we actually didn't have it here. True Sun God says that monsters that are special summoned this turn cannot attack unless they're Winged Dragon of Ra. So our Guardian Slime could not attack. He had 3,000 attack. It would have been lethal, but he couldn't attack because of the True Sun God. Now we were going to add a card to our hand. All right, we were going to add a card. I just want to explain this because we want to show how opponent's a fool. Ancient Chant. You activate this, add a Winged Dragon of Ra to your hand, then you can banish it from the graveyard, and then if you tribute summon Winged Dragon of Ra this turn, it gains attack from the monster you tributed, so it would have had 3,000 attack. Only problem is, I'm only playing 1 Ra in the deck, so you can't activate. You can't. I wouldn't have been able to activate. I wouldn't have been able to activate this, and then I wouldn't have been able to attack for lethal. So you know what, opponent? Eat themselves. On to the next game. We got beautiful Sllifer the Sky Dragon. We got another Soul Crossing. We got the Pot of Prosperity. Now the reason Icejades are so good in this deck is because the Icejade Tremora lets you summon the Guardian Slime. And the other thing that it lets you do is set up the nice little Icejade lock. And Icejade lock, if you have an Icejade and the Icejade Curse and the Icejade Field spell, opponent monsters that get summoned, the turn they're summoned, they cannot activate their effects. So opponent's basically under a skill drain. So we got this Soul Crossing. Opponent's under skill drain. We're going to slap them with the Max C. Opponent negating the Max C with Crossout Designate. Alright, alright, alright. But their monsters are still skill drained by our Icejade lock. And if they ever summon 3 monsters, they're going to get in big trouble. Opponent playing the Sword Soul. But Moyi not activating. Migro Moyi normally reveals a worm in the hand, summons the token, but with Icejade, Agerine, and our Icejade Curse lock, They are not activating. They are not getting a token. Opponent activating the strategist to summon itself and a token. Because the effect activated in the hand, it is not stopped by the curse lock, so opponent can go into a synchro. But opponent has also made a tragic mistake. They have summoned 3 monsters to the field, and you know what that means. It's time for the Soul Crossing. Sllifer the Sky Dragon, get out here. 0 attack, but he is a threat. Let's draw. Icejade Cosmoclore. Gonna get our Sllifer back down to 0 attack, but it is worth it because now we can summon the beautiful Guardian Slime, the God Slime. God Slime, gonna get in for 3,000 damage. Opponent is still under the Icejade lock. They have 1 card in hand. We got Sllifer the Sky Dragon, so if they summon anything in attack mode, so any normal summons, I think the entire Sword Soul deck would get popped by the Sllifer the Sky Dragon. Opponent has no plays. No plays. That means we get to see it. We get to see the animation. Unless this is something like Mirror Force, let's get in for lethal damage with Sllifer the Sky Dragon. Check out that beautiful anime beam blast. Love to see it. Let's go on to the next game. Now, you're probably thinking, hey, he's probably playing in some garbage tier rank. Now, this is diamond rank. All right, we're 1 rank away from the highest rank, and we're clapping people playing Egyptian God Icejades. So this is a real deck. All right, I just want you all to know that. Don't be like, oh, this is a joke deck. We're playing gods. Nah, we're serious. And we got our other god today. We got the Obelisk the Tormentor. And I am playing 2 obelisks because I have 2 copies. So this is, I have a prismatic copy as well, but we're playing 2 of the obelisk. I really wish they let us have the alt art raw because I kind of wanted a second raw, but I'm not going to try and pull 1,000 cards from that pack to try and get raw. Opponent, playing Kashtiras. Thankfully did not banish any of our gods. They are going to get summoning and getting greedy here with the Kashtira Unicorn. Now, of course, they don't know that we have Soul Crossing. They probably think they're in a great spot here with a Rise Heart, Shangri-Ira, and the Unicorn, but they are not in a good spot. They are in a very bad spot. Opponent activating to summon a Kashtira Ogre. Now, we do have to activate our pot first. Do not forget. Fire off that pot. Draw 2. Pot of Greed. Very nice. Drawing a second Soul Crossing and Icejade Tremor, which we will be able to use. Now, opponent activating to steal our banished monster, but let's just fire off this Soul Crossing right now. Tribute the Unicorn, the Kashtira Shangri-Ira, and get that beautiful Obelisk the Tormentor. And the great thing about Obelisk, alright, against Kashtira specifically, is Obelisk says that neither player can target him with card effects. Opponent triggering their pressured planet because Shangri-Ira activated an effect. They can target a card on the field and destroy. Now, opponent activated this, but they are not allowed to target Obelisk the Tormentor, which means they either have to pop their Kashtira Ogre or the pressured planet itself. Opponent choosing to pop their own pressured planet, feeling the pressure clearly. Oh, opponent firing off this Maximum C. They're going to draw a single card because we activated Tremora to summon our Icejade Creation Adrocasis, which is a level 7 tuner who we can use to make level 7 Synchro Monsters, or level 10 Synchro Monsters, I should say. Opponent gets to look at the top 5 cards of our deck and banish one of them. They are going to banish our Sllifer the Sky Dragon. Very rude. Let's get in for 4,000 damage with Obelisk. And we're just going to set this Ice Barrier and pass the opponent. So, opponent, can your Kashtiras get through the Egyptian God? Negating our Adrocasis here. I don't know if they really wanted to do that. Fenrir summoning. Kashtira Scareclaw summoning. Now, I thought they might try and, go into the Big Eye, try and steal Obelisk. Again, cannot be targeted, so that would not work. Opponent getting the Kashtira Big Bang back. Are we going to get lethal with opponent attacking in a creation? Adrocasis activating the Fenrir to banish. And you know what? Let's just negate that. Ice Barrier, negate. Negate and reduce to 0. And with Icejade and Ice Barrier in the graveyard, we can activate it and search for a level 10 or higher water monster. And with the field spell, that means we can summon our Icejade Agerine, or the big one, the level 10. But opponent not going to wait to see us get lethal with Obelisk. They are going to concede. Kashtira's done. So, just for the record here, Dragon Link done, Kashtira's done, Sword Soul done. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, on to the next game. The Egyptian gods are just so fun. And this is a pretty solid hand. We got 2 maximum Cs, and we got the Icejade Cursed Lock if opponent can't stop us. So opponent summoning a Vanquished Soul. This is a new deck, Vanquished Soul, which right now is top tier, tied with Pearly. So can Icejade Egyptian Gods going second beat Vanquished Soul? Now, we did have a Max C, but we've only drawn 1 card so far. We'll see if opponent plays more into the Max C. Looks like opponent's passing, so this may look like an innocuous board here, but Vanquished Soul does have the ability to play on our turn, so this is not a nothing. All right, drawing another Icejade Cradle's pretty sweet. Let's activate. Opponent activating their Rock to summon the Vanquished Soul. We're gonna fire off the Maxi right now, just to draw extra materials, because we're gonna try and push for lethal. This deck does not have a great grind game. We get our lock up. And, our only card advantage engine is the maximum C. Otherwise, we're just hoping to get big OTK plays. So let's see if we can do it here. Age Arena activating, get the C-Note Anion Cradle. Once this is on the field, we can summon our Cosmic Claw. And it is an inherent summon, so opponent will not be able to respond to it. With the Icejade Curse on the field, now monsters that are summoned this turn cannot activate their effects. So any monsters they summon, not going to be activatable. Let's fire off that Foolish Burial Goods, send Ice Barrier to the graveyard, activate to search for our beautiful turtle. Turtle to the hand, going to let us get rid of their... Oh, opponent firing the Max C2. All right, we definitely going to take this Max C challenge here. Opponent activating the Vanquished Soul Heavy. Its effect is not activatable because of the Icejade Lock. They summoned it this turn, so Icejade Curse says no, you cannot activate your effects. Opponent firing off this Soul Dust Devil, which is going to change our monsters to face down defense position. And now that our boy is face down, they are not under the Icejade Lock, so he can activate his effects. They've already activated this effect, though. Let's summon the Cosmic Claw, get the Icejade Lock back online now that we have another Icejade. Opponent drawing cards, though. They're drawing cards now. Let's activate our Cradle. Hope that opponent does not have the Ash Blossom. Activate the Tremora. Summon the Guardian Slime. Activate the effect of Guardian Slime in the graveyard after summoning the Egyptian God Slime. Search for the Ancient Chant. Sing the Ancient Chant, Arise Chicken Arise. Get that Winged Dragon of Ra to the hand. Activate the effect of the chant in the graveyard. Now our Winged Dragon of Ra is going to get boosted by the attack of the monsters we tribute summon. We could tribute our entire board, but let's play it safe. We just need the God Slime. God Slime is gone. Now, there's another problem, right? You may think, oh, he's got lethal over this Rock, but Rock says while you control, it says that you can only target monsters with the highest attack. So we can't attack the Rock while they have this Vanquished Soul Heavy. So let's donate our opponent a beautiful turtle. Boost all our attacks to 10,000. Give our opponent the turtle and get in for lethal damage with the chicken. Beautiful lethal animation. That was epic. Opponent is done for. Lethal damage with the chicken. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, on to the next game. We got the beautiful Soul Crossing, but we were missing an Egyptian God to use it with. So let's fire off this Foolish Burial Goods, send an Ice Bear to the graveyard. And what we're going to do is search for our Guardian Slime. Another reason why this deck is so good with the Icejades, with our triple Ice Barrier locking us into waters, is no problem at all because the Egyptian gods get tribute summoned and the rest of our monsters are water, so we don't care about the water lock at all. Icejade Curse. Fire off that Anion Cradle. Now this obviously was better when we had triple Foolish Burial Goods, but Konami, they were afraid of this deck. That's why they banned it. Or limited it to 1. Imperm on the Cosmic Claw does nothing because it is the effect of the Icejade Curse that is negating their monsters. Opponent playing Exo Sisters, and their Exo Sisters are not activating because Icejade Lock with the Curse, the Field Spell, and Icejade Cosmic Claw. Now Cosmic Claw has an effect on our turn. Monsters that were summoned on opponent's turn cannot activate their effects, or I should say monsters that were not summoned this turn cannot activate their effects while we have the Cosmic Claw and the Field Spell. So opponent fully under Skill Drain. We don't have a way to summon this Guardian Slime, so we're just going to have to hit opponent, and until they deal battle damage to us, this Guardian Slime is staying in the hand. Once he's on the field though, then we can start summoning our gods. We're going to keep this Soul Crossing in hand in case opponent hits a Feather Duster, since that's probably one of their biggest outs. Opponent summoning, failing to activate their Exo Sister, and they are done. Icejade Lock too strong. Let's do one more game. All right, one final game here. We got the True Sun God, which is going to let us search for our God Slime or our Egyptian God Ra opponent. Brickin'. Oh, okay, we're going to take advantage of this Brick City. We got the Icejade Agerine, which can search for the Icejade field spell, which turns our Cosmic Chlores online. Let's get going. Summon the Agerine. Opponent targeting with the Imperm. That's going to trigger Agerine's effect when it's targeted. We can special summon a water monster from our hand or graveyard. So let's get activating. Summon a monster from our hand. Opponent firing off the effect failure. They really don't want this to resolve, so 2 negates on the Agerine. That is actually going to shut us down quite well, though, since we no longer have the field spell. We can't summon our Cosmic Chlore, so they're stuck in the hand. Now, we do have this Icejade tomorrow, which we can activate and summon a Cosmic Chlore that way. So we're not out of this yet. Did really want that field spell, though. Let's activate Tremora. Opponent's final card is the Call by the Grave. And they got 1 set. So, alright, we got nothing now. We can search for the Sun God, or we can search for the Guardian Slime. Might make more sense to search for the Guardian Slime here. So that's what we're going to do. If opponent does battle damage to us, our Guardian Slime is going to get summoned. And if opponent has a monster with more defense, we take battle damage. We get to summon the Guardian Slime right now. So let's get summoning. Main phase 2. Summon that Egyptian God Slime. Get activating. Search for the Ancient Chant. And should probably fire off the Ancient Chant right now in case we happen to draw Egyptian God Ra. But I'm just going to hold on to it because Ra is very vulnerable against popping. He can be popped very easily even if he is extra thick. Opponent playing Tri-Brigade, and looks like they've unbricked themselves getting the Tri-Brigade kit. So opponent's going to start wombo comboing. We just got to believe. We believed before and that worked. Opponent also playing Sprind, sending a Nimble Angler to the graveyard, and that's going to start getting a bunch of material, get them into Sprite plays. Gigantic Sprite summoning the Sprite Blue, and now they have full Sprite combo in addition to their normal Tri-Brigade nonsense. Summoning a Sprite Elf. Now they are locked into level rank Link 2, but I don't think that's going to be a problem for them. Summoning that Tri-Brigade kit. Summoning, so fast, the Pit Knight Earl with the Bear Brum. Bear Brum going to search for the Tri-Brigade Revolt, and that is quite the field. Opponent's got interaction with the Masquerena. The Sprite Elf activating can negate a card monster with the Pit Knight Earl effect, and opponent also has the Revolt, which is basically a banish +1 mystery card. So let's start by activating Yugioh in their turn. On our turn, we can activate it again, summon it, and do a level 10 Synchro, which will give us some interaction. Icejade Cradle could search for another copy of the Icejade Tremora, I believe. So we could do that. Let's fire it off. Opponent, unfortunately, their last card is the Ash Blossom, and that is a pretty big deal. Yeah, because we could have just searched for another Agerine. Searching for Agerine would have been sweet because we could fire off this Yugioh and then summon the Agerine, and we might be able to get the field spell, put our Cosmic Chlores online, and that once we have Cosmic Chlore in the field spell, none of their monsters can activate effects to turn they're not summoned. So that turns off the Masquerena, the Sprite Elf, and the Pit Knight. So opponents negate there with that final Ash Blossom, really sealing in the deal here. We're going to fire off this Yugioh, summon a Baron, but opponent has just too much interaction. Masquerena, Sprite Elf, and the Pit Knight all basically contest the Baron. We're forced to negate this, because if we don't negate it, the Pit Knight Earl negates the Baron. Opponent just firing off the IP Masquerena right now, using up this Sprite Elf before it gets negated and destroyed. Stealing our beautiful Egyptian God Slime, making a Underworld Goddess, which is going to negate our Baron effect. So we didn't even get to use Baron's pop. We can't attack because of the True Sun God. So we at least get another turn. You know, maybe with an additional turn, we can have a chance. Revolt firing off right now. Of course, summoning 4 beasts from the graveyard, making that Shurig. Shurig going to banish a card, but cannot attack. So Shurig probably going to banish Baron here. Opponent getting a Karis to hand, banishing Baron, summoning Karis, and summoning another Rugal, and that goes straight into access code and pops our back row, and that is easy lethal. Egyptian gods finally defeated by Tri-Brigade Sprite. Sorry to say, that was how it was. You know, they had a lot of hand traps. Let's just blame Konami's hand traps for that loss, and let's go on to sink or swim. All right, on to sink or swim. We got ourselves a fan replay. Let's see what our fans are up to. Now, I am sorry I do not know how to say your name, but it is in Japanese, so I appreciate the Japanese audiences watching my channel. Thank you for watching, all of you in Japan. We are summoning Gishkis, and it looks like we're going for the beautiful Gishki hand loop with pure Gishkis. So I did this in another video with Deep Sea Diva. Let's see if we can get the full hand loop just with Gishkis. So, Gust Kraken number 1. Can we summon Gust Kraken 4 or 5 times? Opponent negating the Gust Kraken effect to look at the hand. So that steals, that we would have stolen a card. Opponent gave up a card to not let us steal a card. That's not going to do too much. Preparation of Rites, getting the Gust Kraken back, letting us summon a Gust Kraken a second time. Very nice. Gust Kraken Part 2, the sequel. Take another peek. Opponent, you have another Imperm. Opponent has a Nibiru. Oh, very lucky we saw that. I don't know what summon we're on, but I think that was very close to summon number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That was summon 4. So very lucky to hit that Nibiru. I'm guessing we're stealing the Nibiru there. Gishki Aqua Mirror. Getting back the Gust Kraken. Firing off the Necro Mirror. Gust Kraken number 3. Opponent down to 2 cards in hand. And it is Kashtira's. What are we going to take? The Birth or the... Probably would take the Rise Heart. Now we're Slink summoning a Sprind. Okay, I am interested. Sending Nimble Angler to the graveyard. Angler going to summon 2, a Manta and a Beaver. Going into Sprite Elf. Sprite Elf activating. Getting back the Gishki Abyss. Getting ourselves the Gishki Shadow. Going into a Gigantic Sprite. Gigantic activating. Getting ourselves the beautiful Swap Frog. Sending Ronin Toad to the graveyard. Returning Swap Frog to the hand. Discarding our Gishki Shadow. And that's going to let us send another frog to the graveyard. Poison Draw Frog, who is in here because Konami rudely hitting our frog to 1. Very rude, Konami. Do not appreciate that. What about Ronin Toadin? He's still free. Ronin going to activate. Banishing the Poison Draw Frog to summon itself. Letting us go into another Sprite Elf. And we are summoning a Melfi of the Forest. Melfi of the Forest going to detach material. Add a Melfi to our hand. And we're setting Call by the Grave. Does that mean we're done? Were we out? No more summoning. No more discarding from the hand. So opponent still has 2 cards left. Alright. Alright. My record is safe. Alright. I made them discard their whole hand. Opponent. Firing off our reinforcements. We are going to Sprite Elf. Get summoning. And what do Kashtira's get? They just get another Rise Heart. Okay, so reinforcements is like copy number 4 of Rise Heart. Do they really want Rise Heart that badly that they want to play Rhoda? I guess you tell me. I don't know if that deck really wants that card. Summoning the Rise Heart, normal summoning. Triggering our Melfi effects. And Melfis do a lot, alright? They do a lot. They summon themselves, they bounce things, they pop stuff. Looks like we're doing a Synchro Summon here. Summoning the Quandax. And Quandax is a quick Synchro during opponent's turn. So we can quick Synchro 6, we can quick Synchro 8. Does that mean we are going to get rid of our opponent's entire hand? Quandax activate. Summoning the Desert Locust. Desert Locust activating. Making our opponent discard a card. And quick Synchroing. I love this. I love this. Summoning the Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon. Opponent, Kashtira Birth is gone. Synchro Stardust Dragon, getting ourselves the Melfi Penny, which is a tuner. We're just flexing now. Getting that Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon and Synchro Summoning. A Baron. I thought you were going to go for some other discard somehow, but no. Just a Baron. Kashtira Rise Heart is negated. Kashtira Theosis getting negated by the Baron. And opponent, you are done. If this does not get a concede, I don't know what will. Opponent, their hand is gone. They are given up. Beautiful game. Now, you know, you did a really good job. This gets you a swim for sure. But I'm sad that you didn't get their whole hand. It hurts me a little bit. Just a little. Thanks for the replay. Let's go on to the God deck list. All right, here it is, Icejade Gods. Now, depending on your God collection, because you all should have Obelisk and Sllifer by now, all right? I'm going to recommend that if you do play this, you should probably play 2 Winged Dragon Aras instead of 2 Obelisks. Obelisk, very good versus Kashtira, but the Winged Dragon of Ra is the one that you need to search for with Ancient Chant, so that's why I think, you know, maybe the Winged Dragon of Ra at 2 and the rest of them at 1. But you let me know how you feel about the ratios. Obelisk, obviously, also very good. We got triple Maxi. We got triple Agerine. We got triple Icejade Tremora. We got 1 Adrocasis. We got 1 Turtle. We got Obelisk. We got Obelisk. We got Sllifer. We got Winged Dragon Ra. We got triple Guardian Slime. We got 2 Icejade Cosmoclores, which I think you can get from a secret pack now, so this is more obtainable. We got Foolish Barragoods, Pot of Extravagance, Ancient Chant, Pot of Prosperity, triple Icejade Cradle, 2 copies of the C-Note Enneon Cradle. Now, I think I only have 2 copies of this card, but if you have 3, you probably should play the third one. We got 2 copies of Icejade Curse. We got the True Sun God, which, as you saw, came in clutch in 1 game. We got 2 copies of Call by the Grave. We got triple Soul Crossing because of our high God count and the ability to search the gods with Guardian Slime. The Soul Crossing is usually live. We also got triple Ice Barrier, which obviously lets us search for our Guardian Slime, and our Icejade Tremora, Adrocasis, and the Cosmoclore. In the extra deck, we got triple God Slime, we got Baran, Swordsoul Supreme Sovereign, we got a way to Xyz into Zeus. Probably not going to be doing this too often, but it's an option if you have. We also got the Al Mirage to link our Agerine into the graveyard, which sometimes is relevant. We got triple Marincess Korra Anemone, an Appaloosa, an Access Code Talker, and an Honorable Goddess. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you liked the video. If you play this deck, make sure to send me some spicy replays with it, because you know I appreciate it. Have a good night. I'll see you next time.